After all of this Gamergate stuff started popping off, I decided to have a little fun on Twitter with this tweet here. And a lot of people have asked me, do I stand by this tweet? And the answer is yes. Video games should be fun. They shouldn't be political lectures of pretty much any type. And whereas almost any sane person should agree with this tweet, a lot of people got hung up with the last couple of words. And most of the replies were just a good time, except replies from one person, and that is Tipster. And that sucks because I normally abide by the fat guy code where fat guys tend to leave other fat guys alone if we can, but Tipster drew first blood, and I'm going Rambo on his ass.
They drew first blood, not me.
Tipster saw my video talking about Sweet BB Incorporated and decided to post some clips from it, basically saying that I was now on the alt-right grift. And I wonder why someone like Tipster would think that of me. Well, it's classic projection. And if you watch this video by Turkey Tom, which I'm going to highlight chunks of here, but also link it down below, you'll get an idea of the type of person that Tipster is. Specifically, Tipster is someone who tried to be a video game YouTuber and failed at that, then joined the commentary community and got kicked out of that community, so now instead he grifts the Rainbow Coalition and is also failing to do that. Now, the reason I'm making this video is to talk about this live stream where Tipster had to go live last night for 45 minutes to talk about what an anti-woke grifter he thinks I've become. Spoiler alert, I'm no grifter. I just think sometimes it's right to call out bad people for doing bad things. And if I'm in the company of people like Asmongold while I'm doing it, I feel pretty comfortable doing it. So I just wanted to highlight some of the things that Tipster had to say in this live stream and give my opinions.
So he's saying like Alan Wake 2, God of War, Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2. He's saying these games were too big to fail. But then he's talking about how like Suicide Squad was a stinker, which I hear it is a pretty bad game.
I don't know, Tipster. What do you think Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, and God of War 2 have in common? It's the number 2. Those video games are sequels to very well-loved games that had very little politics in them and a shitload of fun. The industry knows that's a really good time to shove politics down your throats because you're going to buy it anyway, so it's a good time to get you to sit down and listen to a lecture.
This is literally just about being treated poorly by Anita Sarkeesian at VidCon. So he was speaking out against like Gamergaters at the time, right? And now he's decided he wants to join them.
I don't know. I always felt I beat Anita Sarkeesian there because I got invited back to VidCon the next year and she didn't. Also, I'm dating my dream girl and Anita just celebrated her birthday party by having a fake wedding. So I feel like I'm winning. And no, that panel wasn't about Gamergate. It was about online harassment, which can come from people on the right or the left or even the middle. And if Gamergate 2.0 comes out to being some sort of harassment campaign, I will distance myself from the harassment, but I'll still say the video games are supposed to be fun. Liking fun video games and thinking they shouldn't be taken over by identity politics isn't harassment. You have to be an extra kind of stupid to think that I'm aligning myself with terrorists just because I'm sharing that opinion.
Hey guys, it's me, Francis. And you know, last time this Gamergate thing happened all those years ago, I'm gonna side with all the racists and the Nazis and stuff like that because they seem to think I'm a really cool guy.
I don't even know where to start with that other than the fact that he genuinely thought he was doing something there. And it's really great that he's that stupid. It is nice to see him just admitting that he thinks that if you like fun video games and you don't want to be pandered to in those games, that you are a racist and a Nazi. And it's awesome to see him own that.
Anybody who knows me in my audience knows that I do not overuse terms like, you know, racists and Nazis.
Racists and the Nazis.
And by now, you all know these are just buzzwords they use when they don't have a valid argument against the fact that video games should be fun. These people just do not understand that video games for us is a form of escapism to escape real-world politics, and we're not here to pay $70 to be lectured to.
You know, when I was showing my quote tweet, right? That's because Boogie couldn't handle my criticism. He couldn't handle the fact that I'm right.
Tipster, I block everybody on Twitter almost for no reason. People seem to like it when I do it. They wear it as like a badge of honor. Oh, look, Boogie blocked me. And also, I don't have to deal with their bullshit. But Tipster, that's not why I blocked you. I blocked you because you were a disgusting, depraved human being. It was just last month that you were defending drawn photos of child pornography, and that just irks me in the worst way humanly possible. Your only online friend left is Keffels, and she threw you under the bus because you were defending child pornography. I may not be Mr. Rogers, but at least I don't have a history of both harassing online e-girls as well as online trans women. You call me a grifter because I broke my silence on this whole video game topic. You're the one who left the commentary community to go fleece the LGBTQ. You want to warn me about aligning myself with the right. Well, you know what? That's not something I plan to do. I just want to align myself with people who like video games, and there's plenty of people on the left that do that. But you're choosing to ally yourself with the left and only the left, excluding anybody that happens to be in the middle or the right, and that's a really bad plan for you. The reason you're failing at everything you're trying to do right now is because you're trying to appeal to the left, but you're such a vile, disgusting person that even they don't want to have anything to do with you. Regurgitating the left's talking points can only get you so far, and when somebody on the left finds out that you harass women or defend child porn, they don't want to have anything to do with you. I'm not here to talk about the left or the right or anything in the middle. I'm just talking about video games and people being informed whether or not a certain company worked on it so they can choose whether or not to spend their hard-earned money on that. And why is that difficult for you to understand? Because, Tipster, it's exactly people like you that I'm trying to avoid when it comes to video games. People who preach tolerance in one hand and attack everyone they can on the other. People defending child pornography. People harassing women. You are the exact kind of person I play video games to get the hell away from, and I don't want your politics in my video games, and that should be okay, I think. I'm not trying to appeal to the right or Nazis or any of that shit. I'm just speaking what I believe to be true. The video game should be fun, and I think it's so sad and sick that you can't see that. I don't have problems with anybody on the left or the right as long as they're not extremists, and if you're an extremist, you can go fuck yourself. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to appeal to anybody other than the fact that some people like video games, and some people want them to remain fun, and some people don't want motherfuckers fucking with that. And if you're an extremist, go fuck yourself. And if you're not an extremist, well, you can come join that. And let's play some video games together. Helldivers 2 is pretty good, and the new Final Fantasy has been really great so far. So, Tipster, now I'm done with you, and I'm going to go back to blocking you because I don't want you accidentally retweeting lolly porn onto my timeline, because you've done that. You've done that, and I don't want to see it. I rarely choose to make videos like this. I rarely choose to respond. And when I do, I always try to keep some decorum, but you deserve none of it. You are down to the last shred of internet dignity that you had left, and that person's name was Keffels, and even she can't stand you anymore. I'm done with you too. As always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon.